Hello, Thomas. How you doing? All right, looking pretty darn good. Love the shapes. I mean, I think this is really a very unique, and I think I love it. I think it's so interesting to look at, and it translates very well to typeset as well. It's readable, it's legible, it's interesting. I think you've done a really nice job. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at some things. I'm noticing some things here I think that can be addressed. Let's go ahead and take a look. So at first glance, everything looks great, right? But I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to just get really close on top of these letters. And I want to show you some things that are areas of concern. See that little hiccup right there? See it there and there. That's a problem. That needs to be fixed. The B, I see also this. At first, I didn't know whether to bring this up or not because last week I saw these and I wasn't really sure if these were part of the typeface. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, see this right here, this little angle, that little kind of jump right there, and this is the C. Well, my Acrobat's just acting really funny. Right? I hate it when it does that, but let me just try this again. Okay, so we have those, and then also we can see right here, that doesn't align, that doesn't align, right down there, here in the G. You've got a white stroke right here, or that's not meeting all the way, but you got all of these little overlaps here. Got a little white area right there, these overlaps here. And then again, we see that same little jump right there. And I'm not seeing it. Last week it seems to be a bit more prominent, but that, see, to me, I don't know if that's part of the letter form or not because it's so subtle it almost appears to be a mistake. I would recommend, I don't think you need those little things. And then that could be considered a mistake right there too. So that makes it look like the O doesn't quite reach the same line as the other letters, right? Okay, and again, here it is again, right here. Those little jumps there, these little overlaps here. R, S looks good. T, V right here, some inconsistencies right here. Here. Okay, and then right down here, this kind of drops down a little bit instead of following that angle. It's kind of strange. I'm not sure why it does it. It comes down like this and then it drops like that. I think that Z could theoretically be a problem. So let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to think of AZ. Okay, let's take a look at what happens if we mix this letter combination AZ. Okay, like the word jazz. Okay, so you have uppercase A. When you place it next to the Z, right now that bottom of the Z is so pushed far left to the top of the Z. If you place another letter form in front of the Z, you're going to see that you won't be able to kern it very effectively. And the reason is because the bottom of the Z is pushed so far left to the top of the Z. So you're going to have a big wide open space here between the A and the Z because the A can only come so far, right? So it's going to leave this big gap right here. All right, so the reason I'm saying that is because you should really start taking a look at letter combinations and search for potential problems like that. So typeset the word jazz, try to kern it really tightly, and you'll see how those Z's can become problematic. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lowercase. See, I think the lowercase is actually, there's a mistake right there. Right there. You can see where those come together. Lowercase, actually, honestly, right there, there, here. Okay, it's all a matter of getting in there and fine tuning things. Let's take a look at the. I think the zero looks really small. It does. Let me grab a straight edge here and see. Yep, and that's exactly the reason why. It's because it is small. The 0, the 9, those need to be increased, the size right now, because you want to, I mean, you can even increase that point over the cap line a little bit just to make the illusion that this is a little bigger. Because look how small it looks compared to the other letter forms. And I noticed that in right here. Oh, where was it? I guess I didn't see that letter, but yeah, so that definitely looks a little smaller than the other letter forms. I think the 9 could also be addressed as well. But if we take a look over here, horror, that's good. It reads very well. But yeah, you can see it's some of the inconsistencies in the uppercase, so you definitely want to address that. It looks like the U is much thinner than it should be. Definitely, you want to increase that open counter right there in the U. Look how much thinner it is than some of the other, especially the A. It's much, maybe a third the size, or 2/3 the size of the A. So you definitely want to address that. And then the 7 in the character set, I think that you've got all of these geometric shapes, all geometric, but then you have this kind of little organic, this organic, well, I wouldn't call it organic, but there's a little inconsistency there. Got some overlaps here. But yeah, I mean, this has got, it's on an angle here. I would say just take this crossbar right here and add it to the 7. You know, taper it down like that, add it to the 7 instead of having this kind of 2 tapered sides. Have one straight side and then just, yeah, so address that horizontal crossbar on the 7. All right, and of course, moving forward, just get in here, get on top of these letters, and really search for little mistakes, little overlaps, little inconsistencies. Yeah, we can see how thin that U is right there. That definitely needs to be addressed. Okay, other than that, I think, yeah, you're doing good work here. I think that the typeface itself is extremely engaging, very, very interesting, and it works. Love that typeset, looking great. I think it looks better in lowercase. What do you think? I mean, the title case. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I think the title looks better in lowercase than uppercase. And I think, and honestly, I think the lowercase letter forms are probably more well developed than the uppercase. And there seems to be a lot less inconsistencies in the lowercase than the uppercase. I don't mean to sound discouraging at all. I'm sorry if I do. I'm just trying to be as honest as I can. All right, Thomas, great job. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. But yeah, I would be looking for those inconsistencies to be addressed. All right, great job. Thank you very much.